Greetings everyone and welcome. My name is Kris, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down to you 4 items I've sold on Amazon for close to a net profit of $5,000. Now, 3 out of these 4 items did come from the online arbitrage business model where I buy from the retailers, I send them my pick and pack center, and then they do the rest of the work and they send it into Amazon for me. I'm going to discuss, the profitability of these items, where I got them at, and just why they were good items to begin with. So that way you guys can learn something from this and apply it in your own business. And I also want to say too is that the supply and demand of these items now has changed and will change just depending on when you watch this video. So some are for the better, some are for the worse. Now let's go ahead and we're going to start with the lowest and we're going to work our way up to the best. So the first item I'm going to cover is this Barbie Saddle ride horse toy. And I ended up sourcing these from Kohl's around Christmas time after all the coupons, everything off, $9.99. I sold mine for that $43 range. And I ended up making total profit on all of these, $919. And what made this item good is that it's a limited edition, so there aren't really any more of these being made, so it's highly sought after. Now, the next item I'm going to talk about is the only one that I did not source via online arbitrage. This was actually a retail arbitrage find a couple months ago, and it's this Quest protein. Now, I got this from a local grocery store, and I really don't do retail arbitrage. However, I do go down the supplement aisle when I am there sometimes, and I will say that they were not expired. You cannot sell expired goods on Amazon, so that was fine. I ended up getting these for $9.99. I bought 70 of them, all 70 that they had, and I ended up selling these for $34.99. So total profit on that was $1,019. So that was pretty good just for a retail arbitrage find. Now, the next 2 items are that I found via Tactical Arbitrage, which is the software I use that helps me scan stores. And the next item we're going to talk about is this Kodak Reader. I ended up getting these from Staples for $8.99. I bought all of the ones they had. I even went in my local Staples and bought them. I ended up with around 91 and I sold them a little over the $30 mark, so right around $32. So total net profit on that was $1,365. Now, the reason why I think that these are good is that electronics and things like this just sell really well on Amazon, especially when they are discontinued. So I used to sell like these stereo units, and thing is that they become discontinued, so they're not making them anymore, so the supply dwindles, and then if it's a good product, the demand will stay high. And this last product I sold, it kind of blows my mind, and I'm going to tell you the story about it after I show you the figures, but I bought 150 of these. It's Jarrow zinc supplement. Now, as you can tell now, it's absolutely just been completely obliterated by sellers coming into the market. It's like $8.99 now. But at one point, I was selling this between $23 and $27. Absolutely nuts. I bought 150 of these for a little under $6 each, and they were just selling like crazy. Now, the reason why I think it's just, I don't want to say a fluke, but when I bought this item, I knew that something was up because you could get it on eBay for around $10 to $12. So I really didn't understand why the demand on Amazon was so different compared to the demand on eBay or just other marketplaces, right? Like all these people had to do was Google this supplement and they could have bought it for a fraction of the cost. But this kind of just circles back around to show you the power of Amazon and how much of its own world it's in. They have so many credit cards built in, their customer base is so huge. Now guys, I'm not saying every item you source is going to be like this, but at the same time, I really do think that it can show you what is possible if you know how to look. Now, like I said, I use the software called Tactical Arbitrage, and that's what I use to help me find most of the items I send into Amazon. So that's it, guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of this, and I'll see you in the next one.